Hi, and welcome to another Las Vegas Advisor Weekly Update with Anthony and Andrew. We are here on September 15th, 2021, and we got a new backdrop, Anthony. We have Joe's Dash in the corner.
Yeah, it's one of our most recent books. It's a story of a guy named Joe Dorsey.
Okay.
And Joe is pretty much an action junkie, a Rambo guy. He started his career in the Navy, where he worked on an aircraft carrier. Then he went to the Coast Guard, where he was search and rescue. He went to San Diego, got into the police force there, was undercover narcotics, and that was all before he moved to Las Vegas.
Okay.
Once he got to Vegas, he got into just about everything that had to do with police work in Vegas, from control board agent to head of security at a casino or two, and then eventually as a debt collector.
Wow, as a debt collector. So that was his primary thing once he got to Vegas.
That's really what distinguished him.
Okay.
I mean, this is a really interesting story about a guy who did a lot of things. But the reason we took this book on is because the way he changed debt collection in the entire gaming industry.
Amazing.
That literally what happens is high rollers come, they gamble, they lose, and they pay, but some don't.
Right.
And you have to go out and get them. And one day, Joe went to get a donut, and he saw a placard that said, a bad check is a felony. And the light bulb went on, and he went to the DA, and he goes, why can't we make bad checks or failure to payment a felony, which they weren't in the past? And the DA said yes, and that changed the whole debt collection scene. So there's a lot of Vegas in this book, a lot of fun, a lot of things that people will recognize.
Can we talk a little bit about Monday Night Football?
Yeah, Monday Night Football is back, obviously,
Yep.
and a couple days ago, I went all around town to check out the Monday Night Football parties. This is something I have done for more than 25 years, and on the first Monday of the football season, I go and I get to as many parties as I possibly can.
Okay.
And for years there was a doubleheader, so I would go to anywhere from 20 to 30 different parties.
Wow,
on
that's
a Monday
lot.
night. Oh, there were some epic tours, man. And I can't tell you, how sore my feet and my knees would get.
Yeah.
This year there was only one game. There was not a doubleheader, so I was only able to get to a dozen. I only got to 12 places.
You want to tell us your route? You want to say where you went?
So I started on the west side, at Suncoast and Rampart. Took the freeway down to Boulder Highway, hit Boulder Station, hit Samstown. These are places that used to have great parties. From there, went up into the middle of the city, hit Ellis Island, checked out Virgin. Nothing was going on there. Silver Sevens.
Okay.
Ran from there down all the way to South Point.
Okay.
Then back towards Gold Coast. So I hit a bunch of them, that way. The point is I went all around the city, got to see as many as I could.
So what were the most happening ones?
Well, first thing I should say is that it's just not like it used to be. I mean, it used to be some of the Monday night parties were so awesome. I mean, I used to be able to get free hot dogs, free beers. I literally saw Eddie Money in concert.
Wow, that's fun.
Well, and for Monday Night Football. Yeah. And since then, it's gone down to the point where it's hardly a scene. So there really wasn't much going on. Nothing at Station Casino. Station used to be one of the best with hot dog deals and everything else. Absolutely nothing on Monday night. Boyd, a little bit better, some watch parties and things. But the best, there are two of them. Ellis Island, and their new front yard. The front yard is like the new add-on entertainment complex that they've got, and they had a really good watch party there. The best one, though, it's not even close, like it is every year, is South Point again.
Okay, so there's a lot of value in the South Point Casino in general.
Yeah,
the buffet we always talk about, the $1.25 hot dogs we always talk about.
Yeah, everything about South Point is just strong.
Yeah.
And I mean, this party, it's $2 beers, $1 hot dogs, $1 popcorn, $1 donuts, a $3 slice of pizza.
Free parking. Don't forget
free parking. And they give away $1,000 in drawings during the thing.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I mean, this is like an old-time Monday night football party.
All right, so South Point for Monday Night Football, that's a strong recommendation, number one, coming from Anthony Curtis. And number two, I think, would be Ellis Island.
Ellis Island, as of now. And I'll tell you right there, either Ellis Island or Silver Sevens.
Okay.
Silver Sevens is pretty good with 77-cent beers during the game.
77-cent beers.
Yeah.
Okay.
So see, that's the thing about Vegas. Well, a lot of things go away. A lot of things aren't as good as they used to be. There's always somebody that steps up, and that's the case in these three casinos I just mentioned.
Yeah. Well, also, I just want to say that Ellis Island has their karaoke back, and that is a lot of fun. If anybody gets to do, or if anybody enjoys karaoke, Ellis Island has a great karaoke.
Well, Ellis Island's another one. I mean, if I had to pick two casinos, it would be South Point and Ellis Island. Ellis Island with the best deal in Vegas with their steak steak dinner 24/7.
That's right.
$7.99 or $7.95, whatever it is. They're really great with their food. They just had a kind of a little taco stand that wasn't that good, and they've replaced it already. And they're putting in an Italian deli sandwich place.
Okay.
And the guy who's running it won some kind of big contest for best deli sandwich in the United States.
Oh, that's cool.
So, Ellis Island and South Point, I mean, those are the places.
And I don't think we mentioned the Ellis Island is also a microbrewery. If you like some microbrewed beers, you can find some really delicious tasting beers at Ellis Island.
Oh, one more thing. While I was going around and checking these different places, I stumbled onto something that was pretty interesting. When I was at Boulder Station, the Boulder buffet area, which was a big, giant buffet area, is now boarded up.
Oh.
And there's a big sign that says a coffee shop coming.
Okay, so Boulder, it's not going to come back.
Well, there you go. Station has said they weren't going to bring back buffets, and it looks like they're not. And I'm sorry. I mean, Station just take. And I mean, just nothing back. Don't like it.
And their two flagship casinos are the Green Valley Ranch and Red Rock.
Two great casinos. And I mean, in general, the Station casino places are great, but they have been great for years. But they've just, since the reopening, they've shuttered up. They've locked everything up. They just don't want to give anything away.
Yeah. Well, and they also sold the Palms.
Yeah. Well, they sold the Palms. So no more Palms under Station, which I think is a good thing. And I hate to bang on Station, but I mean, every time I turn around, they're doing something crappy.
Let's talk about, in other news, the Survivor Series at CIRCA. We've been talking about this for a few weeks now. Anthony said that there was going to be an overlay. You predicted that there was going to be an overlay, and we got some flack for that, saying, no, that people are going to come in last minute. So what's the final numbers?
Well, now we know it's a fact. It was an overlay.
Okay.
And the CIRCA Million was not an overlay, and we said that. We said I think the CIRCA Million, which only needs 4,000, is going to get there, and they got to 4,087.
Okay.
So CIRCA Millions is what's called even equity. They're giving back all the money, but there's not an overlay. Now, interestingly, they had 4,087. Survivor had 4,080, but the difference is Survivor has a $6 million guarantee. So the overlay here, that means there's $1.9 million more in the pot than they've taken in. So that overlay did materialize. So in the first week, there were almost 700 of those 4,080 were eliminated.
Wow.
Meaning they spent $1,000 to play all year long, and they lost. That's why it's called Survivor. When you lose, you're out.
Yeah.
So it's down to under 3,400 now are left.
Okay, so that's the thing with Survivor Series. You have 3,400 people left, but you have 19 weeks left of football playing, right?
Right.
Okay.
And it will continue to whittle it down until there's one final winner or a number of winners who will split $6 million.
Wow. Okay. And then, Anthony, I think that you are entered in this competition, correct?
Yeah, me and my partner on this, Frank B., we entered 6 times.
Okay.
And we have 6 remaining.
Okay.
We bet Tampa Bay on all 6 cards.
All 6 cards you bet on Tampa Bay.
Squeaked that one out.
Yeah, that must have been biting your nails.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. And then in other news, really exciting. How cool is it to hit $1 million when you come to Vegas? Well, it happened. It just happened a few days ago. I believe at 2:30 in the morning on Buffalo Gold.
Buffalo. What was it? Buffalo Grand.
Buffalo Grand.
Buffalo Grand at the Cannery.
Okay.
So that's the second week in a row we've had $1 million jackpot. We had the $1 million video poker hit last week. This week it was at the Cannery, Buffalo Grand, $1,024,065.
That is a good night of gaming.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, you said this is a different kind of buffalo. I don't know. I mean,
well, this is an older buffalo, and right now there are some newer buffaloes that are really hot. There's the Buffalo Link and the Buffalo Diamond, which you can find them all over town. But this is an older buffalo. And, Buffalo's a great game. It's really fun, and it's made by Aristocrat, and they make some really awesome games.
Well, it's interesting that this one hit at Cannery, which is a relatively small casino. So usually these big jackpots hit at the bigger casinos. You're always hearing Venetian or, Wynn or something like that because there's just more opportunity, there's more people. But this one hit at the Cannery.
Yeah. Super cool. Anthony, and last but not least for today, I think we wanted to give a little bit of a mask update. So what's going on with the masks in Las Vegas?
Yeah, I think that in these updates every week, as long as there is a mask mandate, we'll talk about it and what the situation is. Not much change again. The positivity rates on testing have gone up. Not massively so, but they've gone up. They've spiked a little bit. In an associated announcement, the Vegas Golden Knights say that masks will be required at T-Mobile for hockey games. However, you will not need proof of vaccination or a negative test, the way you have to do in many other places, as we discussed last week.
Right. And again, same thing with all the casinos. You just need to bring a mask to get in, and that's what you need for now.
Yeah. And, pretty much when you sit to eat or drink or whatever, you can take the mask off. But if you're playing table games and all, you're required to keep them on.
Yep. And that's it for this week. We'll see you next week.